we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you a special presentation of
Two Nerds, a podcast. Your home for everything movies, music, video games, and everything in between. With your hosts, Bunny the Bruiser, and Dynamite Jared Latching.
How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Two Nerds, a podcast. I'm
And I'm the one, the only. How's it going, buddy?
We're not going to find out who you are?
Not till the end of the episode.
Not till the end of the episode? Okay, I'll try my best not to say your name, but I'm going to cut right to the fucking chase here, people. Right to the chase. This past week was Valentine's Day. I hope you guys and girls out there had tons of crazy fucking sex this week.
You already ruined the family-friendly aesthetic of our podcast.
Hey, Cocktober might be coming a little early this episode, so it's not going to be family-friendly to begin with.
All right. Oh, man. Yeah, I hope you guys had a really romantic and sexual Valentine's Day. I hope everyone went and saw 50 Shades Freed, our top pick of movie of 2018. Best movie to come out.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was our pick.
Yeah, we called it, and the critics are...
They're raving about it.
They're raving about it for sure.
But speaking of movies are a pretty romantic thing to do. And most movies we see, like 50 Shades Freed, are man and a woman. And I'm not opposed to a little man on man or girl on girl. I mean, that's fine if that's your thing.
We've went to the theater a couple times together to see a movie, and I cut the hole in the popcorn bucket and all that stuff.
No, I wasn't talking about. I'm talking about in. No, I'm talking about in the movies. There's normally it's a guy and a girl, but I mean, if there's some other romances going on, that's fine. That Call Me by Your Name movie is getting some pretty good buzz.
There was Brokeback Mountain.
About a gay romance. But what I'm getting to is...
And The Rock was gay and be cool.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is it doesn't matter who you love. And there is a movie that has come out fairly recently about a woman who happens to fall in love with the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, yeah.
The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. I need to see that movie.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah, I keep on wanting to watch it.
It's super fucking good. But... have you ever wanted to sort of experience the creature from the Black Lagoon personally in a sexual way?
Have I wanted to experience...
Or do you think anyone out there would want to, besides the woman in this movie, do you think anyone out there would want to experience the sexual pleasures of the creature from the Black Lagoon?
I would.
A sea god? Okay.
I would.
Well, then I've got some good news for you, because they have released a dildo.
Oh!
That is... in the shape of...
Is this like a promotional dildo that they released for this movie?
This is what the creature from The Shape of Water's dick looks like.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
And there's the dildo right there.
Wow.
Let's describe to the viewers what you're seeing here.
I don't know what I'm seeing here, but it looks like you're going to have a hell of a time with it. It's not smooth.
No, certainly not. It's very
not smooth.
It's very reptilian.
Yeah.
There's some scales there, I believe.
I'm not a woman, so I've never experienced a penis inside of me. Or a man. I'm not a man that likes men. So I don't know if this is if this dildo looks enjoyable or what. I would say not. What do you think?
I mean, it was pretty enjoyable for the girl in the movie.
Well, she had probably been kind of loosening herself up and getting ready for it. Because the creature doesn't wear clothes, correct?
Correct. But, it's like...
a retractable penis?
It's like a retractable... So, like, you don't see it in the movie, and there's even a scene where, after they have sex, she's talking to, like, one of her friends, and
she's like, it's retractable.
Well, she's mute. So she's like,
oh.
So she's just kind of doing like the size thing and like showing her hands like the dick comes out of the body. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the girl's like, I didn't even think he had a penis.
So. This is what our world's come to now.
So you can purchase this for yourself, I believe,
And this is a shot of the actual
that is
creature.
a shot of the actual creature.
Okay.
So it's reminiscent of the creature from the Black Lagoon, but not exactly.
I know that in the poster of the movie, it looks just like the fucking creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, when they're
But
underwater.
you see it in the back, from the back.
Right.
Del Toro did this movie?
Yeah, Del Toro did this movie. And really, when I saw the first trailer,
Let me see this.
like when he's coming out of the water there, I thought it was like another Ninja Turtles movie at first. Because I was like, what the hell is this? And then I like watched the rest of the trailer and I was like, oh.
So it's like
back
the
when it
creature
first-
from the Black Lagoon, but pretty.
But he gets the girl at the end instead of getting killed.
Does he do the romantic Carrie thing that the creature from the Black Lagoon
I
does?
believe so, at the end. Well, he said in an interview that like he had this idea to make this movie when he was like 5 years old, when he watched like the creature from the Black Lagoon. So he finally
And he wanted the creature to get the fucking girl.
I guess
The whole time. All right.
yeah.
I can relate to that. I remember thinking as a 5-year-old how shallow this woman was, that she would not return the affections of the Gill man,
Yeah.
who was just an unconditional lover, except you couldn't have any human males around. That was the one condition.
That's the one condition, okay.
If you had human males around, he was gonna fucking rage and knock over lanterns and throw people and backhand them and shit like that.
Wow.
Get him with the webbed claws and everything. That was his gimmick.
Good shit. Any closing thoughts on this? It is very good, and I think you should go see it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go see it.
It was kind of like I don't want to say like a sleeper, but it was like one of those that like comes out in December, but no one gets to see it until like late January because it comes out like very select theaters. So like it's still out now, but I don't know where.
That's crazy that guys like Del Toro, who are just like such critically acclaimed directors, they always have like these kind of like not wide releases.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, I mean, it's kind of like an art
yeah.
film. Like, it's not like a mainstream kind of thing. Like, I can't imagine anyone besides like weirdos like actually like really enjoying this.
Well, I can't imagine fucking Bubblegum Sally fucking really wanting to see a girl have sex with a fucking gill creature.
Yeah. Well, we don't. It's done very tastefully. Like you don't really see it.
Tasteful sex.
Yeah.
With kind of like the Terminator 1 sex scene.
Well, I mean, you even see less in this. You kind of just see the legs and then it cuts away.
Oh, that's very tasteful.
And like they're like filling up because like he needs to be in water most of the time. So like she like barricades the bathroom and like clogs the sink in the bathtub and is just letting the water like fill in the bathroom like while they're having sex. And then they live like above a movie theater, so it's like flooding the theater that's like beneath their apartment and people are getting soaked.
Interesting.
And this is in like the 60s, so like it's like an old-timey theater and
they're watching the mosquito.
something. No, they're watching like fucking like John Wayne and like romance movies and stuff like that. Like old. It's like one of those theaters that's like, I don't know if they were like 24 hours, but it's like before there was, everyone had a TV, so the theaters were just like playing shit like 24 hours a day. And you just kind of come and go.
Yeah, you just went to the theater.
Yeah.
There was no home video or anything at the time. So.
They had like in the movie they had primitive TVs, so it must have just been like when TVs first like started coming out. But yeah, one of the best romance movies I've seen in my life.
Very, very romantic.
Yeah.
Was it better than I'm trying to think of a romance film to even bring up here, and nothing's coming to mind. The Notebook, buddy.
The Notebook's trash. See, I don't really like romance films to begin with, but I'm like really into this one.
I can't think of a straight up romance movie that I've liked.
I mean, I like Titanic kind of, but it's like,
you know what?
You know,
Millionaire's First Love.
I've never even heard of that.
It's a Korean drama movie.
Okay.
I remember this girl that I used to like like one day was like recommending like Korean romance movies to me all the time.
Pretty bizarre topic.
But it was cool though because a lot of them were like good. Millionaire's First Love was good. It's surprisingly more romantic than it sounds. It sounds like more of a rom-com, but it was actually pretty serious.
Yeah.
Virgin Snow was the other one that I remember that was good. And I think there was one about soccer that was actually Japanese. But
Soccer romance in Korea.
soccer romance in Japan. Yeah, it was. They were all good, but I don't know if I would like recommend them now.
Yeah.
That I'm 29 years old.
About what time?
Heterosexual male.
What time frame was this?
I was probably like 21.
Okay.
Maybe 20. No, maybe not even, dude. Maybe like 19, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was in between girlfriends there, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we talked about a pretty romantic movie, and this kind of bridges two things that are romantic: music and movies. And it
Okay.
also involves one of the most notorious ladies' men of all time, who was
Go 10?
who was also a serial killer. Ted Bundy.
Oh.
So, there's been some news about the
one of my favorites.
There's been some news about the Ted Bundy biopic that's going, which I find pretty coincidental.
Are
because
you involved with this?
No, because like the My Friend Dahmer one came out last year, starred a Disney Channel star. Now this Ted Bundy movie's coming out, starring
Zac Efron.
starring another Disney Channel star.
Is it Zac Efron?
Yeah, he got his start in the High School Musical movies on Disney Channel.
I was just throwing Zac Efron out there. I didn't.
No, that is starring Zac Efron. You're just
I'm just connected to the pulse of Hollywood.
But that is not the. That's kind of like Zac Efron's a good-looking guy. You would expect him to be
he's fucking shredded to bits
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
And he's definitely better looking than the actual Ted Bundy was.
Yeah.
Who I guess was good looking.
Yeah, well, that was kind of his thing.
That was his gimmick.
He was like
Yeah.
he was a good-looking dude. He'd lure the ladies back and then kill them. So he's not.
But I've seen pics of him, and he just looks like a guy.
Well, back then, I'm assuming people weren't as good-looking as they are now. At least.
I don't know. I mean, Marilyn Monroe still stands the test of time.
Yeah, I guess, but that's besides the.
What's his face that supposedly had an affair? James Dean.
James Dean.
He
Yeah,
stands the test of time.
he does. He does. But what?
And Elvis kind of does.
Kinda. Yeah, his early.
His early years stand the test of time. His later adventures, not so much.
Not so much. But what I'm trying to say is Zac Efron is not an obscure casting choice for this film. It makes sense. But there has been a casting choice that has been announced, which is not out of character when you hear what the character is, but I believe this is his first feature film, and this has to do with music, and it is a man you know.
Matt Barnum.
No, not Matt Barnum. James Hetfield
Oh, hey!
has been cast in the Ted Bundy movie.
Not his first feature role.
What's his first?
Some kind of monster.
Well, his first, and what was the other one? Through the Never,
Okay.
where it's just a concert movie.
Yeah.
But he's in it. But his first acting role, I
Okay.
believe, to my knowledge. And it says James Hetfield joins the cast of Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, which is the name of the movie, which I'm assuming is a working title, because I doubt...
That's a terrible
That's
title.
They just need to call it Ted Bundy, so
Yeah.
people go...
Or just Bundy.
Yeah, something like that.
And then people could and then the teaser trailer could just be someone screaming, and then it says the word Bundy, and people can wonder if it's a remake of Married with Children.
Could be.
Or
They gotta go
or
and
if it's Ted Bundy.
I hope that they would give, what's his name, Ed O'Neill, the guy that played...
Give him a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a call, have a quick cameo. Ted Bundy meets Al Bundy.
Yeah, that'd be great. Are they related?
I
feel like that would be a really obvious joke to explore in Married with Children.
It could be.
And
I haven't seen the full series. I've seen a lot of
That's
it.
what I've seen
Yeah.
a lot, but I've never sat down and watched the whole series.
Yeah.
It's just not one of those kind of shows, I don't
Right.
think.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Especially not anymore.
yeah.
Yeah. But it says Hetfield will play Officer Bob Hayward, a no-nonsense Utah Highway State Patrol veteran.
No nonsense. That means
No,
he says, yeah! Every time he finds a clue.
And he was the first law enforcement officer to arrest Bundy in 1975.
Oh.
So he's the hero of our story, apparently. I don't know how big this role is. It could just be someone that comes in at the end and just, like, outmuscles them or something, but...
I was gonna say, if it's a Ted Bundy biopic, wouldn't Ted Bundy be the quote unquote hero of the story?
Not necessarily.
I mean, when I go to the movies, I'm usually cheering on the killer.
Yeah.
Not so much the rapist killer.
But this is a real killer. This isn't a fictional slasher film. This is a guy that did...
He was a charming guy. He had charisma. Machismo.
Damn.
My apologies to the victims' families. Oh, man.
But yeah, I'm excited to see him in this movie, I guess. I mean...
Yeah, I'm sold now.
I don't know if he'll give an Oscar-worthy performance, but...
Yeah! Whoa, yeah! That's what he says as soon as he gets Bundy in handcuffs. Whoa, yeah!
There's a police chase, and he looks at his gas gauge. He's like, ooh.
It plays Fuel by Metallica.
He's like
though
running.
it was not released during the time period at all.
Yeah. He's running out of, give me fuel, give me fire.
He jumps he does like a Dukes of Hazzard jump, like in the middle of the car chase, and just like they need to use this in the trailer, by the way, you know, just like a shot of, yeah, like fucking flying through the air.
I hope just all of his dialogue is a Metallica lyric.
Well, I guess you could say this guy's some kind of monster.
Yeah.
He needs to be put in a sanitarium.
He's like, this is the thing. This is a thing that should not be. Just like all like
He's
dramatic.
pointing to like a a cork board with all kinds of suspects on it. He's the one.
Jesus Christ. He is some kind of monster.
Oh man. I'm trying to think of more Metallica references now.
Like, some of them are just, like, situational. Like, say they're, like, running through, like, some sort of industrial park. He's, like, trying to chase them down. He's like, jump in the fire!
Oh, man. Fuck. I don't even know. What are some of them? Give me some Metallica titles that would make sense.
Well, not necessarily titles. It could be, like, just an obscure lyric or something.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think of lyrics now. Well, when he finds
I'm just imagining.
finds like a bruised woman's body, battery.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. He's looking. He sees the dead body laying there. He like looks over to his partner. He's like, battery. And then I just thought of this because it was off of the new album. Not related to the murders at all, but say he's had a long day of work. He goes and gets it home with his family. They're sitting around the dinner table. Let's say they're eating like chicken wings or something. The son gets one in his mouth and like starts to choke.
that was a common dinner at the time was
Yeah.
chicken wings.
He has the chicken wing in his mouth.
Yeah.
And the son is like
Spit out
spit out the bone.
Oh God. Oh man. He's trying to be stealthy when he's trying to track down Ted Bundy, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't just walk up to the guy, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's gonna know what's going on. I'm pretty sure Ted Bundy was an intelligent man.
Yeah, he was.
And so, you know, he looks at the camera, he breaks the fourth wall, and he goes, and then I disappear. And he just fades into the shadows. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fantastic movie.
Yeah. I can't think of any more references, but if we think of any throughout the rest
Creeping Death, I'm sure could be one of them. I mean, There's more. There's
tons.
more. Yeah.
If you think of any, let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below.
So yeah, that kind of merges movies and music. So let's talk a little bit about music and television. And I'm only bringing this up because you were ranting about it slightly on Twitter. But there's a new musician who made his debut this week on national television. I'm sure you're familiar with who I'm talking about. All right.
Who did I rant about on Twitter?
Well, you didn't rant. You made a statement on Twitter about a certain musician.
Okay.
Who made his command performance on Monday Night Raw this week.
Oh, God. Oh.
There you go.
Oh, man. I was actually watching Raw, and I was like, oh, I'll tune in and see what's going on. Road to WrestleMania, baby.
Yeah.
And this is what I see is Elias, who's one thing, but then when
I'm not into Elias.
I'm not into him either.
Everyone really likes him right now, but I'm not into him.
I'm not into him either.
Like, Steve Austin is super high on Elias right now.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not. Anyway.
And then he's interrupted by one of the finest musicians I've ever seen.
Yes.
Braun Strowman. He comes out with the standing bass. He's slapping the bass. He breaks the strings.
Literally breaks the bass.
And then started singing a song, at which point I got up and walked out of the room. I should have changed the channel so WWE could see that reflected in their ratings that one person changed the channel, but I just left the room. It was just fucking abysmal. It was bad.
You weren't into it?
No, I wasn't.
Explain. Because you had a few words to say on Twitter.
I mean, that's what I said on Twitter was basically what I thought. I'm not the biggest Braun Strowman fan or anything, but I understand the need for a big badass
right
that Braun Strowman is, that he's been booked to be. And when my big badasses come out and start singing corny songs and being goofy and stupid, it's dumb. It's something that if you saw in a movie or something, like, who's a badass character?
The Terminator. Well, he does goofy shit. I'm trying to think.
He does goofy shit, but not that goofy.
I'm trying to think of someone, because I said that off the top of my head, and I was like, oh, but he does the stupid smile thing and all that. I'm trying to think of someone that's like straight up like known. Clint Eastwood in any of his movies.
Fistful of dollars, right?
Sure.
Is that Clint Eastwood or is that John Wayne? All right, so
yeah. John Wayne would play guitar. He's goofy as hell. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he is. I was just making sure that my reference was good. All right, how about Charles Bronson? Okay, who should be in headlines lately because his no-nonsense movie, Death Wish, is getting remade for some reason.
I think it's already out, isn't it?
I've seen a lot of TV spots for it. Okay. Where with Bruce Willis, which is fine, I guess. Bruce Willis is cool. But does Death Wish need to be remade? I know we're getting into something else completely different right now, but does Death Wish need to be remade?
I don't think anything really. If it's still good, I don't think anything needs to be. If anything, I think the movies that should be remade are the ones that sucked the first time. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I can understand the concept of remaking a movie that hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
Or can't stand the testament of time because its special effects were bad. You something that you look at and you'd be like, we could do this better today. We have the technology, filmmaking techniques, and camera work, and all this stuff has just come so far now that we could do this better, and let's do it better.
Yeah.
Death Wish isn't one of those movies to me. It was fine the way it was. It was just this dirty, realistic, gritty movie about a man getting revenge for his family, going above the law to get his way, and there was really
nothing wrong with it.
There was really nothing that needs to be remade. He shot a couple people. he did some fucking things that, you know, he probably shouldn't have done, and it was a good movie.
But here's like the thing about it. Like, I don't think it has like the marketability for people to even really know it's a remake. And I don't think it was a big enough title where the people who are nostalgic for it is gonna bring such a heavy crowd in.
Death Wish has like 4 sequels, man. And like, I'm pretty sure at the time when it dropped, it was a pretty big deal.
Well, see,
we weren't alive.
Yeah, that's right. Like,
but I'm assuming when you have 4 sequels, 3 of which at least I think were theatrical wide releases.
See, I didn't think all of them were theatrical releases.
I know that at least 1 or 2 of them was. I think 3 of them were. I think the final one was direct to video.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not totally sure. I've only ever seen the first one. I want to make my way up to the last couple because that's when they make their way into like 80s action territory where he's like taking out like whole drug cartels and shit like that. That's what I want to watch.
Yeah.
Fuck, I have that one movie that we need to watch. Or that trilogy, that Snake Eater trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
That we need to get on. But, so yeah, Death Wish. Charles Bronson's character would not be caught singing songs to the bad guys, at least not in the first couple movies. Even Arnold, like, yeah, he does some goofy things, but it's still not totally outside of his character.
Yeah.
Because he's a robot, and, like, he's been directed to do whatever John Connor tells him to do.
Yeah.
And so when he's like, smile, or, you know, say this, or do this stupid handshake, you know what I mean? It's within his character to do those things because it's in his programming.
Right. But
it's not in Braun Strowman's character to do anything but go out and go, Braun! And just slam people through tables and shit.
At least how
that's his gimmick.
That's
his
gimmick.
Breaking shit and throwing things on people.
Yeah.
And slamming them through tables.
That's
also Brock Lesnar's gimmick.
Yeah.
To break things and scream a lot and kill people.
Well, Lesnar doesn't really scream a lot because he has that high-pitched voice. So
he does the pterodactyl scream sometimes.
It's more like it is like a
he had a gimmick for a while where he was like breaking shit backstage like all the fucking time. And I remember, like, the reviews that I was reading for Raw would be like, more of this, please.
Yeah.
Like, I love it when Lesnar breaks things. I think that there was a couch that he flipped that they brought out to, like, the ring one time. He threw the car door the one time, and it, like, almost killed somebody in the crowd. Like, does Lesnar ever break character now?
Not really.
No.
I mean, he'll crack a joke every once in a while, but it's in a menacing kind of way. Like, because it's in his cocky attitude. He's never, like, over the top, like, silly.
Yeah. I know that back in the day, he did a couple things.
Yeah, like early 2000s Brock, but not current Brock.
He did the salsa dance, the extremely racist thing that he did against Eddie Guerrero. He came out with the sombrero and he was doing the thing. You never seen that?
I've never seen that, no.
Oh man, it's awesome. It's really racist, but it's funny. Just seeing Brock Lesnar come out and dance, but that's fun. That is actually funny. What they did. But if you could get Braun to do something and it would actually be fucking funny, then maybe I could overlook it. Like Stone Cold. Yeah, he broke his character and did some things that, you know, weren't typical Stone Cold to do. But it was actually fucking funny, so it gets the pass. When the writing's not even good, which WWE's writing is so lazy now that it's like, oh yeah, make him... And they've done this a million times. Make him sing or make him dance. That'll be funny. And it never fucking is. Yeah. Then, like... They don't really... I just feel like the writing team doesn't understand what's actually funny and what's not. And then it's up to a talented wrestler...
To try
talented performer, I should say, in this... To actually
scenario,
turn chicken chicken shit into chicken salad.
Well, I think
making chicken salad out of chicken something else.
I think part of it is the laziness, but I think the other part of it is Vince is probably changing his mind a billion fucking times. So they may have even not really known what was going on until like an hour or a couple hours before.
I don't think so, because on paper, even back in the 2000s, a lot of the things that ended up being funny, I don't think are funny on paper. Stone Cold hugging people.
Yeah.
It's not that funny.
Then you
but
see
the way that he did it was when he hugs was it Kurt Angle or was it Vince? When he has the eyes, the crazy eyes. Oh God, it's so fucking funny. The tiny hats.
Yeah, all of Kurt Angle's stuff on paper is stupid.
It's all retarded, but like the way that they perform it and they play it out, they make it funny, and that's when people like saying, you know, like Stone Cold coming out and saying it's up to the talent. You know what I mean? It's not all on creative.
Yeah,
you know, some of it's on the talent to deliver. That's what he means.
Yeah.
Is that like stupid shit like that. When they give you stupid shit like that, it's up to you to go out there and make it work. Somehow, some way.
Yeah.
I don't know how Braun Strowman could have made this work, but maybe there was a way. I don't know. It's yet to be seen.
See, if he came out like with the bass and then acted like he was going to do something and then just beat the shit out of him with it, but like it was... Like, your problem is just with why sing at all or why come out.
I want Braun Strowman to just come out and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Because that's what Braun Strowman does. And if we need to break an instrument, goddamn Elias already has one in his hands. One that he broke over Braun Strowman's back. Yeah. And so the comeuppance here is that he takes the guitar and he breaks it over Elias's back.
Yeah. See, I would have... It's kind of like reminiscent of the Big Show thing, which was stupid, but how he had the giant chair that came out from under the ring. If Strowman just had the big guitar, the bass to beat him up with, but I don't know.
Maybe give Elias like a backing bass player or something for one thing. I just don't like the idea of Braun Strowman bringing an instrument with him. A man that's clearly not a musician. At least have a reason for the bass being there. The big chair. The big chair I like because it's one of those things that's just so fucking stupid that like that's one of those things that it's like, well, this is wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so dumb that, you know, they'll be talking about it on like a WWE countdown like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like about
big
like really terrible moments. But like half the time, the terrible moments are things that I look back fondly on because I like stupid shit, man. Like that's part of wrestling to me. Like, see, the whole thing where people want wrestling to be all serious all the time, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because wrestling by its very nature is goofy, it's silly, but so I mean, it needs to be self-aware sometimes.
Yeah.
But in a self-aware kind of way, like Evil Dead is, where it plays to it, not where it's like, let's just do something that's totally fucking dumb, like a dance contest and shit like that. More big chairs, please. More gigantic chairs for me, please.
But you're opposed to the giant guitar.
I'm not opposed to it. I just want it to be introduced in a way that makes more sense. Like Elias having a backing band.
So was Big Show sitting in this big chair?
No. No.
What's the story with the chair?
There's no reason for the chair, but it's an object that makes absolutely no sense. So obviously its introduction should make no sense.
Well, it was a chairs match, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he pulled it out from underneath the ring. He pulled the chair out from underneath the ring. What is this abnormally large chair doing underneath the ring? Who's using this chair? First off, that's one thing. That's one thing. By the way, why are chairs underneath the ring?
Why is any of this stuff underneath the ring?
Exactly. Exactly. There's no reason for any of that stuff to be underneath the ring. And so, when they're pulling stuff out from underneath the ring and just introducing it, that, if you really sit back and think about it, that's silly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when they're pulling out fucking kendo sticks from out underneath the ring,
It's like, why do you
what
need
the
that?
hell are kendo sticks doing underneath the ring? Do they serve some sort of support purpose? Are they like supporting the ring?
Yeah.
No. Giant chairs? Well, they make just about as much sense as a fucking kendo stick, so whatever.
So what if the giant base came out from under the ring? Someone had put it there. We don't know who put it there. Strowman could have had it premeditated, but maybe not. Maybe it was just there.
I don't want him to premeditate it. I want him to be a big fucking brute that comes out and breaks shit. So I don't want it to be premeditated. I want that to make sense.
What if...
Listen, the segment was bad, buddy. Did you watch the segment?
I watched it on YouTube after, yeah.
Okay, and it was bad, correct?
Voice of an angel.
The segment was bad. Do you agree?
Sure, yes.
Sure, yes.
I mean, it's one of those in a few years I'll look back on it and laugh.
I won't.
You won't.
No, I won't. Did the Ultimate Warrior ever come out and sing for the Honky Tonk Man?
No, he just came out and
beat the fucking piss out of him.
Yeah.
And you know what? That was hilarious.
Yeah. Not as hilarious as when he no-sold the pedigree and won in like 6 seconds. That was hilarious.
That was only hilarious because Triple H thought it was like the most disrespectful thing ever. But, I mean, that had to be the booking, right? Well, otherwise, why didn't Triple H just fucking...
That was him getting punished, wasn't it? Wasn't it after the...
Yeah,
the
but
click?
he said that the Ultimate Warrior was being unprofessional for no-selling the pedigree.
Well,
but
then
that
why
had to be booked.
It had to be booked because you...
That would have...
Because it was the first
booked
move.
ahead of time. Because if he's no-selling your finishing move in the ring, and that wasn't the plan, I would no-sell his finishing move right back. I'd kick out at 1. Be like, all right, motherfucker.
It had to be premeditated because literally the first thing that happened... They threw a couple hits here and there, but I think the match was only like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and you don't throw a pedigree right
at the beginning.
Yeah.
So it had to be.
Plus, that's the fucking gimmick. That was the Ultimate Warrior's gimmick.
Yeah.
He sold everything.
Yeah.
You knew what you were getting into.
Yeah. Then what did he hit him with the... He threw him over his head, hit him with the splash, and then that was it. It was like a 30-second match.
All right. What's your next topic? Bring it on.
Well, do you have anything to bring to the table? Anything off the top of your head, Valentine's related or anything?
No, Valentine's Day.
That's it?
That happened, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that happened.
Yeah, people got candy and, had sex.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Well, all I have for the rest of this episode is our poll.
Oh.
And it's not romance related, but is related to our critically acclaimed episode from last week.
We had a critically acclaimed... By the way, I figured out who tweeted that.
What?
I didn't even... The Batman and Soup thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even, go back and look. Just one day it struck me. That was John Orenma, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Who is that?
I used to work with him at Walmart.
Oh, okay.
And we would talk about, comic books all the time. He knows that Batman's my favorite character. And we would talk about Soup all the time. And we kind of had, this, inside joke that, if you were doing anything today, needed some energy or needed strength, you'd eat some fucking soup.
Yeah.
You'd go in and get some soup because at that time I was eating canned soup every fucking day.
Yeah.
So we were talking about soup constantly.
My dad has this expression where he'll make fun of someone's clothes or haircut or something. He'll say you walk in my house and my dad's just hey man, nice haircut. You get a free bowl of soup with it. This is his expression. I don't know why. He says that about everything.
Soup kitchen, man.
Yeah. But last week we talked about good soups, and I have found a list of 10 bizarre soups. And I would like to share these with you, and from this list, or you can come up with one yourself,
okay,
we will decide which of these would taste the worst.
Or the most bizarre.
Or the
most like gold dust.
The most like gold dust?
Yeah.
Well, this list is a top 10, so they go from least bizarre to most bizarre. So,
okay.
So I think we should just do the one that we think would probably taste the worst.
Okay.
So, menudo which is a Mexican soup made with cow stomach.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Doesn't sound too bad?
No.
And this is only 10 on the list, so I have a feeling that will get worse than this. Than the cow
definitely get more bizarre.
Kaburu soup. We see a Filipino-looking guy eating some soup. Bananas, beans, and coffee. Soup.
That's the Kaburo?
Yeah.
Bananas, beans, and coffee.
It's from a tribe near Mount Kilimanjaro. Any comment?
No.
You were just like looking
No.
off into the distance, and I was like,
I
is
was
he
just
gonna say?
pondering the awfulness of that soup.
Yeah, you think-
Banana's not a soup ingredient, for one. Secondly, coffee tastes like fucking dick. And third, I'm not crazy about beans.
And like, oh, and besides beans, there's also dirt in the soup, which gives it,
It's coffee. It's called coffee, buddy.
but like actual.
It's called coffee.
It's called coffee.
Yeah. Coffee's just dirt water. That's
Yeah.
right. I think I've said that on this podcast before, but I'll say it again. Coffee is dirt water. That's literally what it is.
But part of the essence of this soup, besides the coffee, is making an earthly quality to the soup. So there is straight up dirt and twigs in the soup. As I'm reading further on into this.
This sounds like the worst soup ever. I think this might be my vote.
Well, we got eight.
some more.
We got eight
Keep
more.
going.
We got 8 more. This is supu soup. SUPU soup.
Supu soup.
Supu soup. It's Tanzanian soup made from goat lungs, heart, liver head, cow stomach, intestines, and tongue.
See, now this
And
is...
even cow tails and hooves are boiled down into the soup.
This all sounds disgusting,
But you haven't tried it.
but I mean, like... This is what other people in, like, different countries eat, right? And so, like, it might be
It's
good.
a delicacy, man.
It might be good. Like, we don't eat cow hooves and shit like that much over here because it sounds nasty. But, I mean, it might be good. I know for a fact that coffee is terrible.
See, I've never had tongue before, but tongue is eaten all
Yeah.
over the world. And tongue is, like, in this soup. Number 7. And
Plus,
this...
the hooves are boiled down.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Yeah, it's just the essence of the...
Yeah.
This one says it right in the title. Straight and to the point, what this soup is.
Penis soup.
Chicken testicle soup. The testicles are creamy on the inside and very soft, similar to tofu, but with tight skin like a sausage. Yeah, it's made out of chicken balls.
What does the cream taste
The
like?
soup is simply made from testicles and vegetables and cooked in a broth until tender. And it says in here that it could be good for your skin.
Oh, okay. Well, then... The health benefits far outweigh the nastiness.
This one I've actually heard of, this next one. It's a delicacy in China, bird nest soup. Have
Okay.
you heard of that? It is what it is. It's
Well, they literally take a bird nest and make a soup out of it?
soups made from nests that are almost entirely from the bird's own sticky saliva. So it's bird spit and twigs.
Hell yeah. It's probably not bad.
Has many health benefits,
I bet.
supposedly. Deer placenta soup. Delicacy in China. Any comments about the deer placenta?
Ugh.
It's
I've never-
it's elastic and very chewy when you're eating it, apparently.
Okay, well, that sounds bad. I don't want my soup to be elastic and chewy at all.
There's the photo of it there for you.
It doesn't even look like a soup. I guess I kind of see some broth down
Shiraku soup, otherwise known as cod's sperm soup.
there. Oh, okay.
So,
Cons?
cod, like
Oh.
the fish.
I thought you said con. Con!
No. It's supposed to give you stamina in bed, but it's served raw. And it's essentially a soup that's just the sperm sac of a codfish.
I know people that eat fish eggs and stuff like that, so...
Not too bizarre for you?
I still haven't heard anything that seems grosser than the fucking banana coffee soup. Though I probably shouldn't go with that because people probably like banana coffee and beans.
But do they like twigs and dirt? Probably get a couple worms in there or something.
Protein, dude.
Did you see that girl? This was on Twitter. Did you see that girl that had like 14 worms like in her head? And they were like coming out of her eyeball? Yeah.
Whew, sorry.
What's really alarming there is she had 4 worms that came out of her eyeball before she's like, hey, I should probably go to the hospital.
People are like that now, and you know why? Because healthcare is a mess.
Yeah.
Proceed.
This one is a little interesting.
Okay.
Fruit bat soup.
So
literally eating a bat in some broth.
They don't like properly prepare it or anything?
It's a delicacy in Palau.
Wherever the fuck that is.
Let's see. The bats are cooked in coconut milk, ginger, spices, and boiled for several hours. And it says, many people who have tried the soup stated it's delicious, although having a furry rodent-like head staring at you can be unsettling. So the head is in the soup as well. It's just a full bat.
Alright, well, let me say this. If it's delicious, it's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
So, that's not my pick.
Tiger penis soup.
Alright, that looks like a... How is that soup? Is that just the tiger penis?
I think that's just the tiger penis.
Okay. Wow.
It's been around for centuries, and it has mythical properties akin to Viagra. You soak the tiger penis in water for a week and then simmer up to 24 hours with other spices and medicine, and at times tiger bones. And this one might be the most expensive because a single bowl of soup can cost you $400 because obviously it used to be a tiger.
And also it makes your dick big.
Makes your dick huge.
So, a lot of people, where's this originate?
I mean, China. Asian markets.
A lot of people in China, you know, really were probably getting their tiger penis soup on this past week for Valentine's Day.
It says that make sure, like, if you were to go and try this soup, make sure the tiger penis is legit because some shady vendors sell you deer penis instead.
Oh, those sons of bitches.
But I think, wouldn't you be able to tell the size difference of a tiger penis or a deer penis? Do you think they'd be different colors or something?
I don't know, man. I don't really, I don't specialize in animal penises.
Yeah.
Only human penis.
You ready for our last one?
Yes.
Vietnamese blood soup.
That sounds good.
And it says that it's so bizarre it can hardly be called a soup at all. The ingredients is raw blood, cooked gizzards, and topped with peanuts. So it's literally, I don't think there's any cooking involved. Well, the cooked gizzards, but I mean, you're just eating it in raw blood.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, if people eat it, there's got to be a reason, right?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, so.
We got 2 dogs.
Yep, here we go. Good thing we're almost done. All right, so what is your pick?
I don't know. No, I think. You think you're gonna go with the Supa soup? No, not that one. That's the Kaburu soup, the one with the dirt and coffee.
Is
and
that
banana.
Japanese?
The Chaga tribe by Mount Kilimanjaro, wherever Mount Kilimanjaro is.
Kiburu sounds Japanese, but. Oh man, personally, yeah, because a lot of the other things I just haven't tried, and I'd imagine are probably okay. Like, based on my personal taste, I don't want bananas anywhere near my soup.
Yeah.
And I don't want I mean, do you agree with me on that? Do you
No,
want bananas in
no,
your soup?
I would not want bananas, but I wouldn't want a lot of this in my soup. But bananas is also on the list of things I would not want in my soup.
I just feel like a lot of other things on here is like unique meats. And
Yeah.
like I feel like boiled long enough would probably have good flavor.
Yeah. I don't know.
Whereas a banana, I don't know. What's... I guess bananas and coffee probably go together.
Yeah, but in a
Alright.
soup, like I can't imagine a melted
But with
ass.
beans? What kind of beans?
I just
Fucking
beans.
black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, refried beans?
Don't know.
Sounds disgusting, dude.
Refried beans. I don't.
Burger soup.
For me, it's in between three of them, and I don't know which one to pick. It's either the placenta, the fruit bat, or the blood.
The placenta one was the chewy.
The chewy.
Yeah, that's like my other choice.
But people eat placenta, don't they?
Yeah, it's
Like-
it's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good health benefits.
Is it nutritious?
Yeah, it's
I
nutritious.
I meant to say delicious.
I don't know if it's delicious, but it's nutritious.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the placenta soup because I'd probably try the blood soup, and I mean Ozzy ate a bat. I mean, it's not that uncommon.
Yeah, I mean the bat soup has been said to be delicious.
Yeah.
By several people, by several accounts. The blood soup, I don't know. It just doesn't seem that terrible to me, but who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, this is stuff that they would eat on Fear Factor.
Yeah.
That I feel like it's just like more like just because it's this body part,
Yeah.
it grosses people out. Not so much because it tastes bad.
Yeah.
So,
But I'll say the consistency of the placenta is a no-go.
oh,
me.
definitely stringy, not stringy, but chewy and rubbery or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it said. That's always a bad sign. Soup or no soup, that's bad.
So that is our poll this week. If you follow us on Twitter, go vote on it. I will put pictures and descriptions of these soup on there. So for those of you that need a reminder on what those are, can read up on these soups.
I'm definitely going to lose because a lot of the mid-20s white ladies that listen to our show are like, coffee and bananas and
But in a-
beans.
but in a
I'm
soup?
vegan. I love all those things. In a soup? No, I totally agree with you because I fucking love bananas, buddy. Let me tell you, I'm a banana kind of guy.
Connoisseur.
Yeah, I like bananas and I like soup. I don't like bananas in my soup.
Especially melted down bananas with
No.
refried beans.
I'm going to make this kibaru soup tonight. I'm going to use refried beans, bananas, and coffee straight from the Folgers can. Do you think I should add some?
If this podcast gets 1,000 views, we will both try the banana soup.
With those ingredients, not the actual ingredients
Yes,
of the thing.
our own makeshift
Yeah.
ingredients.
And do you think we need some coffee creamer or anything in the soup?
We could throw some Italian sweet cream in there.
Yeah. Some French vanilla.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's about it for this week. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already. Follow us on Twitter. All of our other social medias are in the description. And mystery partner, who I don't believe we mentioned your name.
Dynamite Jared, the
Oh,
one and only.
it's been you this whole time?
It's been me this whole time. As I rip back my luchador mask and show you my true form.
This is Bundy the Bruiser signing off. We'll see you next week.
And this is the one and only Dynamite Jared signing off.